Hello all you weirdlings in Weirdland, and I have some awesome news to share with you guys today. And I'm sure you all kept up last weekend with the Star Wars celebration in Anaheim, California, and probably watched the panel on the new Star Wars Episode 7 just as I did. And so today, I'm going to share with you news from the convention itself and the panel of Episode 7 and some other tidbits of Star Wars stuff that I learned this past weekend and this week and all of the amazing things that's been going on over there in California. I would have killed anything if I could have gone to that convention. It looked like so much fun, but a lot of news came out from that convention, Star Wars and beyond, so let's chat about it today. And I'm also wearing my t-shirt I wore at the last Star Wars Episode 7 trailer that I did for you guys a couple months ago. It was super fun, and I figured I'd wear the same shirt. Don't you think? It'd be kind of cool. So if you were like me on Thursday at around 4 p.m., you watched the Star Wars Episode 7 panel at Star Wars Celebration. If you were like me at all, you cried multiple times because that panel just was so amazing. Watching the producer and the director talk about the upcoming movie and everything that is the hype around Star Wars was just culminating in that entire arena to see what was coming up next. And of course, being able to see the newest teaser trailer for the movie was just spellbinding. So I went and took all of these freaking notes that I just now put out of order. Oh well. For you guys, so we could chat about what was on that panel. So I believe I have come to conclude Kathleen Kennedy, basically the head of Star Wars Lucasfilm right now, is my Woman of the Year. She had so much to say at that panel with J.J. Abrams, and it was just enlightening to see a woman step up in this light and be in charge of such a huge franchise and basically being there for George Lucas, who's obviously retired and enjoying his nice little package on the beach. And watching Kathleen Kennedy take over this franchise is just really amazing, from a woman's standpoint anyways. Some things that were said, obviously, were, things. Whatever, I have it pretty much memorized. So I thought the one thing that really kind of stood out, actually there were several things that stood out, when they brought the three new main characters on the stage, Daisy, John, and Oscar, who played the characters Rey, Finn, and Poe. Of course, Daisy Ridley plays the character Rey, who is a scavenger, a very independent, headstrong woman who lives on the planet Jakku, which is somewhat like Tatooine. We all thought it was Tatooine, but it's not. Bazinga. She meets the mischievous little droid BB-8, by the way, is my favorite new thing of Star Wars. That thing, when it came out, rolling across the stage and its true authenticity of it being produced, an actual tangible droid besides just R2 is a statement that JJ is giving with this film franchise. He wants things to be able to look like they exist in regular time. He wants things to be produced. He doesn't want a whole lot of CGI, and if he's gonna rely on CGI, it's gonna be probably for more like a lot of fight scenes and anything, but not really producing anything from scratch. I think the Hobbit series, really relied on CGI to create a lot of the orcs that they did with makeup and hairstyles back in the late 90s when they produced the Lord of the Rings films. So JJ is really kind of given that spin on the new Star Wars franchise, and people truly love it. They love to see actual sets and actual prototypes of stuff being made and it being a tangible thing. It just gives a whole new feeling for the movie that I am just so excited about and truly enjoy. So back to Daisy, aka Rey. She, like I said, is a scavenger. She's an independent woman who meets BB-8 and goes on some adventures. So I kind of see her as kind of a rogue type character, not really a Sith, not really a Jedi, just kind of those characters, kind of like a Han Solo, but not, that kind of spin. He has his own little world there. The next person that decided to talk was Finn, and that is played by John, whose last name is slipping me at the moment. He was the first guy we saw in the trailer. He was the one in the Stormtrooper outfit, and what I loved about the panel is that people were asking him if he's an actual Stormtrooper, and his lips were literally sealed, and he took a look at JJ, and JJ kind of looked at him like, don't say that you're a Stormtrooper, and he was like, yeah, I'm a Stormtrooper, and of course the whole place kind of went nuts. I don't know if that was planned or not, but it was certainly a cute thing that was released. So now we actually have like people who are the stormtroopers besides just the clones that we knew from the prequels and of course the Clone Wars series. So Finn, we don't know if he's an actual stormtrooper. He said he is, but I think he might be a bit of a rogue stormtrooper. But that is confirmed. It was kind of slipped out, I would say. And the last character that was introduced was Poe, played by Oscar Isaac, I believe is his name, and he's an X-Wing pilot who's pretty exciting to see, and a very special princess, as he said, sets him out on a mission, a certain mission, and we all know that mission was probably set by Princess Leia herself, and that gives it even more exciting. So much fun. And he was the one we saw in the X-Wing at the first trailer also. So that was kind of a little bit on the new characters, and they were out there talking a little bit about their feelings on being on the set for Star Wars and being how exciting that it was that they're now a part of the franchise and what's it gonna feel and all this stuff. So it was really exciting. So they chatted and then they brought out the new stormtroopers and their looks were so amazing. I believe I wrote that the looks were very chic, very streamlined, very modern, and I love the new look of the stormtroopers. It's so cool. So seeing all of them in a lineup, actual tangible outfits, was awesome. That was exciting. And so they rolled out R2 and they rolled out the BB-8 and chatted with them with some new droid artists who were actually fans that they picked up from Star Wars Celebration in London a couple years ago and now work for the film. How freaking cool is that? Oh, that's so neat. So cool. That's like a dream come true. Of course, after they showed the new stormtroopers and the new droids, they brought out some really familiar old faces. First person to come out was Anthony, of course, C-3PO, then came Carrie Fisher, then came Peter Mayhew, and then came Mark Hamill out and showing us in their glory, and everybody looks so great. This is so exciting, and they looked to be excited there, and it was just so nice to see everyone and to hear them talk about the new film and to see the people that we grew up to love, 30 years prior now are excited to be in the new Star Wars franchise. So they said some things that, made us really excited and just really happy to be back to see everybody. And once they start talking, then everyone kind of exits the stage and thought the panel was over. And then all of a sudden, of course, Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams came back out and said, well, of course we wouldn't let you guys go without a teaser trailer, and the place just erupted, and I started to cry. And so it premiered. The new trailer premiered, and it was the voice of Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, talking about the power that was within him, as in his father, and then it was like a skull of like Darth Vader, and it was in his sister, and it had some new images of the new Sith that is going to be, and his name is slipping me, I'm sorry, but the new Sith and some other new costumes that we saw. We didn't really see any of the original characters until the very end, so we saw images of Finn and Poe and Rey, and they're doing something in their environments, and a lot of new stormtroopers. There was a stormtrooper that was in black and red, and it looked so cool. It was like a metallic feel. We don't know if he's evil, we don't know if he is or not. It was just so exciting, and there was just so much more emotion with the characters that you could see on their faces, and the fighting, all the fight scenes with the X-Wings and the TIE fighters just looked so crisp and clean, and it just gave me so much excitement. And then we saw Chewbacca and Han Solo's Chewie. We're home. And right then, I still get chills just thinking about it. I just get chills. It's just so exciting. And you see the Millennium Falcon behind them, and when you hear that, you just felt so good, and you're just so excited. Can Christmas come any sooner, please, please, please? So that was the panel of Star Wars Episode 7 in all of its glory. I'm sure I missed some little small things here and there, but I wanted to kind of open up a little bit more about the celebration that I learned, and it wasn't a whole lot, but I just kind of picked up on some things here and there on Twitter. I saw there was a lot of hype about the new Star Wars video game, Battlefront, which looks amazing, by the way. I saw the trailer. That looks really cool. Very well done. There's a new trailer of the new Star Wars series, Star Wars Rebels, and that was the animated series that is on Disney XD channel, I believe, and I have not watched the first season, and I've just been needing to watch it, but I haven't been able to watch it. It needs to come out on Netflix right now because I need my Ahsoka, and we all kind of know Ahsoka lives. It's just really exciting to see Star Wars Rebels bring in bits and pieces from the Clone Wars, the series that we all really loved, and into this series, such as Ahsoka, and there's some other characters. I don't want to reveal it if you guys don't want spoilers, but there are some other characters that are in the new trailer that are going to be exciting to see in this show. Then a much anticipated but not well known Star Wars Rogue One. It is a set different film, not film franchise, but a film series than the regular Star Wars movies, following, I believe, a pilot, and it's a woman whose name is slipping me, of course, but it follows her story. It's more of like a biography, kind of one character following story, and it's kind of been really hush-hush because they really want to get a lot more hype around Star Wars Episode 7, and so Star Wars Rogue One was kind of leaked out a little bit. There really wasn't a trailer, at least nothing that I found. An actress was released for it. They talked a little bit about it, but it's going to be a different set of film series that is going to be premiering next year in Christmas. So I'm sure once Star Wars Episode 7 premieres, they're really going to, you know, impact that Star Wars Rogue One series a lot more, with some more film and trailers being released on the internet. I wish I would have been at that convention, but I was here watching it from my iPad, the panels and everything, to bring to you guys as an update on the next Star Wars stuff that's going on. So you're very welcome. So that's all I have to say about the Star Wars celebration in Anaheim that happened this past weekend. Do you have anything you want to tell me about that? Or did you even go? If you did, write below, because I want to know what your experience is. And I hear the next Star Wars celebration is going to be in London. Darn it. So I don't think I'm gonna make it to that one. So the next time it comes back in the States, I'm definitely gonna go. But if you have any, you know, comments or requests or anything you want to tell me about this film or Star Wars Episode 7, how excited you are, how not excited you are, let me know in the comments below. We can chat about it. And don't forget to like and subscribe our channel and share our videos, and just following all the Star Wars stuff is just truly exciting, don't you think?